Oh, look at this, forward bounce, look at this, look at this! Oh, I can't look. I can. Wow, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, that allows Jimmer to have a look at Williams, AJ around the outside, going to the S's. Oh, and AJ just with that, covers him off there. Now, his balls are still, ladies and gentlemen. Surely not. Yeah, what an overtake there. Or has he made it stick? He has! Great overtake from Jay Logan of Rampant Bash, but Rampant Bash is going to fight back on the inside. Oh, Rampant Bash has got more straight line speed there. But Jay Logan did a switch back move on the inside. Oh, Rampant Bash has gone a bit wide there. Jay has got the move done. That's fantastic driving. That's what we want to see. Brilliant stuff there. So, all I can say is, let's fire up the rant alert.
Doing it, and he's going for a double overtake again. Oh my god, I believe he might just have made this one stick. He has a double overtake.
Yeah, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We've got about 4 cars abreast here. Oh my god. Benji Brundle. Benji Brundle's in the lead. No, Jackie Cole's in the lead going to turn 1. Is Jackie Cole going to hold it? Oh my god, that's a triple overtake. What a move. Jackie Cole gets the job done. P1!
good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, BK Xbox Beer Kebab, the racing guru. Welcome to beerkebab.tv this fine Tuesday evening. And it means only one thing. Total Impact Racing are here with the Division C Speedsters. We are in France at the Paul Ricard circuit, La Castellet. And it should be an absolute classic tonight. Joining me tonight in the commentary booth is none other than Mr. Pat Tate himself. Welcome, dude.
Good evening.
How you doing, fella?
Not too bad, mate.
Man, it's good to have you in the commentary box. But we're going to be doing something different tonight before we get going. We're just waiting for one person to come in. And the track guides are back, ladies and gentlemen. The track guide's back, so we're going to give you a little interactive track guide around La Castellet. We'll be right back. Welcome to Beer.tv's interactive track guides. This week we are in the Paul Ricard International Circuit in France with an F1 superstar who's about to introduce himself.
Hello, this is Romain Grosjean, and I'm going to take you through a lap of Le Castellet. Just starting the lap, quite a good straight line before turn one. Bit of a bumpy braking there, not so easy to see, blind apex. And then you don't want to touch too much the curb on the right hand side of that first chicane. Then another quite good straight with another very late braking, carrying a lot of speed into that right under corner. And then a long left where you really want to position yourself as much as you can for the right corner, which is going to prepare the long back straight of Mistral, flat out through the ACs here, turn 7, using the GRS and all power you can down that straight line. Quite bumpy, but good fun. And then very important braking there for the chicane in the middle of Mistral. Few different possible line depending on how much speed you want to carry through the first part or the second part, and then again a very important throttle application. And then we're going to sink corner, flat out corner, even in the race, really high speed. And then we're going to the double right of Le Bosset, which is one of the most incredible corner of the year. Again, depending the wind or the balance of the car, the line changes a lot in between going wide or pretty narrow. And then we've got a braking with quite a fair bit of G's before attacking the last part of the lap. Another long left corner, quite high speed, before jumping on the brake for the last corner of the lap. And there again, very important to apply throttle early as there's a big straight line after.
Hey, there we go. A little interactive track guide there, courtesy of Romain Grosjean, otherwise known as the Mobile Chicane. So, I think we're just waiting for Gandhi to come in, and then we're good. I do believe, Adam, the Monkfish posse are back in town. Charlie Marshall, Joe Ellis, and all the boys are back. It's nice to see you, fellas. It's been a long time. Where have you been hiding?
There we go, Gandhi's back.
Okay. That's good. Welcome to all you guys. Welcome to Jagoon as well. Nice to see you, dude. Sam Jenks as well. Welcome. Foreman's there in the chat as well. Nice to see you, fellas. And we're going to be doing a little bit of France tonight, courtesy of Division C. Should be a very interesting race. Not one of my, gotta say, it's not one of my favourites. Not one of my favourite tracks. But
I think we're just about good to go, mate.
Yeah, I think we are now. Countdown clock is ticking. And we're about to go racing. We've got a couple of changes tonight simply because we've got a couple of illnesses. Unfortunately, Raikkonen Forever is still poorly, which is not good. So,
do you want to say, man?
Yeah. He's going to be missing tonight. Puma's internet is funky tonight as well. So, unfortunately, they're not going to be here. But we've got some good replacements. Yeah, the posse is back. Man! It's good to see you. It's good to see you back, fellas.
When you say good replacements, do you want to inform them it's another Stanley?
Oh yeah. There's another Stanley, ladies and gentlemen. Gandhi makes his debut tonight. He is 1/4 of the Stanley clan, and he is racing today. He's making his debut. He's actually raced this in 100% races before. And he's done some track trials as well. And he is very kindly stepped in as reserve. So we're looking forward to seeing how he gets on. Union Fisher saying, be good to see a good race and some good commentary. New to this. No, you're not. I know exactly who you are. Nice to see you, by the way, mate. Okay, so let's have a quick look at some telemetry up on the screen. Let's give you a quick rundown. So we got from the top, Driftmad makes his debut tonight. Now he has done 100% races. He's done multiple track trials. He is stepping in tonight for one of the guys. So it's very interesting to see how he gets on. J-Lo, Ariston, S77, JBP, Devler, Wheels, Bilges, Kenzie, Retro, Webbers, Dragoon, Flayful Horse, Rampant Badger, Badders. Stiggy, Ryan Baker, Foreman, Swayze, and Schumacher SF7. The interesting thing about tonight is see how Badders gets on, because he's been on fire recently. He's been absolutely on fire in recent races. So, yeah, be interesting to see how he gets on.
It will, especially after that fantastic week in Canada.
Let's go to the main screen. Ooh, now some interesting stuff from the chat there is that it's going to be a wet race. Wow, okay. That's interesting. That's going to make life very, very interesting. The question is, have the guys done any practicing in the wet weather? That'll be interesting to find out how that is going to pan out. Let's give us 2 seconds. Right, we go. Okay, so we've got some action now. We've got, looks like it's Foreman. Jay Lowfield. It looks like he's on his way out, but Webbers is already out on a outlap at the moment, so we'll jump on board. Foreman in the chat says rain in 10 to 15 minutes in quali as well. So, interesting. That will affect what, Q2, Adam?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on France? What are your thoughts on the French? Not not the country, but the actual Grand Prix.
I was going to say the only decent thing to come out of France was Patrick Vieira and Thierry Henry, but apart from that, yeah, like the Grand, I do like the track.
It's not a I don't know. I used to call it the Scalextrics track because it looks like it's just a huge field of asphalt tarmac that's just basically being painted on. The track's being painted on the track. That's what it sort of looks like. You see what I mean with all this runoff here? And I'm personally, I'm not a big fan of that kind of track. I'd like to see barriers, armcos, and all the good stuff, you know. But that's just my opinion. But saying that, a lot of the drivers enjoy it. I know in real life they enjoy it as well. So interesting, yeah. Right, Webbers is just coming around the last couple of corners. A heavy braking zone here, and he'll be starting his flying lap. So we'll stay with Webbers and we'll see how he gets on. Badder says in the chat, let's forget about last week. He needs to bounce back, man. But you've been on fire recently. You have been on fire, and it's good to see Kenzie back after the street track says became ninja. Yes, it is good to see you back, Kenzie, and I wish you all the best and go well tonight, dude. Okay, so Weber's then coming through the left and right hander. No, I can't join that party. I think Adam's been kicked out of my party. Adam, are you there, dude? It says here he's actually in my party, but he's not. Right, so we're just watching Webbers come down at the moment, and all looking tidy so far. Coming through the end of, I think it's called Mistral. I think it's called Mistral. Yeah, so what I'll do, Adam, I'll set. I can't join your Xbox party though, mate, because I am on PC. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave this party real quick. I might just go quiet for a sec, and I'll be right back. Where's Adam gone?
There you go, dude. You there? You there, fella? Okay, Webbers is in the pits. Rampant Badger goes through the 29.8. Let's have a look at Johnny Bullshaw coming through. He's just gone through, coming down Mistral. I can't hear Adam for some reason. I don't know why. I might switch over to the Xbox parties actually shortly. I might have to just move a couple of leads around. I can't see Adam there at all at the moment. Okay, S77 goes fastest, the 128.7. Just staying on board with JBP at the moment. Ah, he is there. He can't hear me for some reason. Wonderful. You just love it, eh? Okay, Johnny B then coming through the final couple bits, and he's about to, what, sector 3, so he's got about 3 corners to go, and then he'll be crossing the finishing line to see what sort of pace Johnny can set. We know he's got some good pace around here. Foreman's gone through the 32 flat, Stiggy Ryan goes through the 29.9, JBP goes through with a 129.4, third fastest, good lap there. Swayze went through the 129.2. Gandhi's in Sector 2, he's got some traffic behind him. J-Lo is in Sector 3, so we'll go with J-Lo for the moment. I'm trying to get Adam to come in, but it says he's in the party, but I can't hear him. Hopefully you guys can all hear me on the chat. I think I'm still alive. Alright, here comes J-Lo then around the last couple of corners. Let's see what sort of lap he can set. This actually looks pretty quick, to be fair. And he comes through with a 129.2. That is the third fastest we've seen so far. Right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go quiet for a second. I'm going to reset this party. I'll stay on board of Gandhi for the rest of his lap. Okay, I think you guys can hear me actually. Let me just get the Xbox app back up again. Gaddy goes through the 35.9. That's just a banker lap. Shuey's in Sector 2. Badders is in Sector 3 at the moment. Let's watch Badders. Trying to work out on this. Ah, are you there, dude? No, he's still not there. I think the Xbox app is foobarred tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I might have to switch into Xbox Party rather than the Xbox app. Badders goes through the 29.5, that's P5. Let's jump on board with Shuey. He's also on a lap at the moment. Yeah, I know you guys can hear me, but unfortunately you can't hear Adam, or Adam can't hear me, I should say. Which is unfortunate. I'm trying to get the party set up again. Okay, Shuey is about to go through, and he goes through the 30.4. That is P11. Driftmad's on a lap at the moment. Hopefully Pat Tate can hear me now.
He's back.
There we go. I'm not quite sure what happened there, dude.
Oh, that was broken, man.
Yeah. But Driftmad, he's got some traffic just getting out of the way there as he comes. Oh, in fact, Drift's coming into the pit, so he's going to bail out that lap. So let's jump on board with Webbers, who came in, put a fresh set of boots on. He is going out now for another lap. Okay. I'm just going to mute the mics for 2 seconds. Alright, watching Webbers coming through Sector 3. All looking tidy so far in the Haas. What I'll do at the end of Q1, I'll stick the league tables up courtesy of Shrews. Thanks for doing those today for us, dude. Say, what are your thoughts on on France?
Canada. Oh, it's a
You
great track.
actually, yeah,
is
you
the
won it.
one.
You won it, didn't you? Yes. Yes, for those who didn't know, Adam finally broke his cherry. He won a league race last Thursday. And he did a very good job.
And conquered the Adam LB.
He did. You did indeed. He'll be out for your blood this week, though, dude.
Yeah. No, but France, yeah, as I was saying before, not many people like it. But yeah, no, I actually enjoy it. I got my second performance win here last year. So hopefully I can get a second league win.
Whoa, mate! I mean, the start. You've had an up and down season, but there's been no question the pace has been there. You know, it's all about the consistency, and I think now you've got that first win, mate. You could be really up for it. Yeah, you could be.
I'm here to spoil the Cholts party.
Yeah, the Cholts and Shrews party. Of course, they're gunning for the championship. Right, Dragoon is just starting his flying lap now, so we've got about 7 minutes. In fact, it's looking pretty overcast there. I have seen in the chat that rain is on its way. Would it come before the end of Q1 even? Could it spoil a few people in Q1? Camping Cod says that Xbox parties are very up and down tonight. Yeah, no kidding, dude. Thanks for the host, Gaza, by the way. Much appreciated, dude. Alright, so S77's fastest so far, only going to the 28s. 28.5, Swayze P2, JLo P3, very, very close between those two. Johnny Bullshaw just a couple tenths off. Bilges and Badders, Devler all looking very competitive there. So there's all to play for tonight. There really is. And Dragoon, you would expect to be up there in the mix as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's see how he gets on. Ah, man, I love a good cup of tea.
The question is it Yorkshire tea bags?
No, it is. I think
you need help.
I think it's Tetley's, I think. No, Yorkshire tea's nice, but see, that's for
Yorkshire
Southerners.
tea's the one. Honestly, I went fishing with Andrew and he got me on the Yorkshire tea, and I tell you what,
It is a nice
perfect.
cup of tea. It is a
Love
nice
it.
cup of tea. Yeah. Here comes Dragoon. And he's gone through the 30.3 P12. Now, the problem is, for these guys now setting laps late, they do have an issue.
Cold track.
It's a cold track, yeah. Track temps are dropping because the clouds has come over, so there's going to be less. The track's not going to be as tacky. It's going to be not as much grip as there was. Drift is on a lap. Let's watch Drift, currently in the drop zone. Jackie Cole says Joel and I are tuning in from you know where. Yes, ladies and gents, the Jackie Cole posse are having some serious man time in the hot tub. He's pinged me a message. If this is a photo, it's going to go up on stream. You know it is.
Just on board with Gandhi at the minute, coming down the back straight.
Oh man, he has sent the photo. I'm going to see if I can put this up on stream at the moment. Hang on a sec. Let's have a little look at this. Oh my goodness me, that looks good. That looks good. Hang on. Let me save this photo. Let's see if I can do this live on stream.
You managed to do it live last time.
I did, didn't I? I did. Let's see if I can. I'll see if I can find it. Drift Mad. We just watched him go through Sector 3, so I'm just want to keep abreast of the action whilst
Gandhi's
they're going
just
through
ahead
as well.
of him, mate. If you want to swap over.
Okay, let's watch Gandhi. Currently
Just
there,
coming round to the final
P17 at
corner
the
now.
moment. Okay,
It's not looking a bad lap, to be honest.
okay. I'm just trying to find something at the moment.
Around the 130 mark. 131, 132, 133. P16. Drift Mad, P16.
P16,
131,
Gandhi 17.
Yeah, this cold track's really not helping him.
Yeah, Flowful Horse has found some time in Sector 2.
Invalidation.
He's invalidated. Kenzie Retro's on a lap at the moment. Shu in the chat says, I really don't like this track. Right, I'm just going to show you this pic. This is currently live from Jackie Cole Towers, if I've got the right picture. Take a look at that. You see it on the screen there?
The right picture.
Yeah, that's the hot tub. As you can see there, you got Beer.tv on the projection screen, on the big TV up there, hanging off his wall. That looks pretty damn cool, I must admit. Nice one, Jackie. All right, here comes Kenzie then, about to set his first lap.
It's raining.
Oh, yes, it is indeed. In fact, it started raining. That's quite steady already. It's not like a little bit of drizzle. Kenzie goes through the 32.0. That's not a bad lap from Kenzie. I think he'd be quite happy. But the question is, can anybody in drop zone improve? Ariston's on the cusp of the 31.6. He is on the lap at the moment, so we'll stay with Ariston to see how he gets on. Joe's retired from session. He's happy with his time, as has S77 Bilges and Badders.
Anyone in that top 10 at the minute, they might as well just retire because, well, to be honest, I can't see anyone improving now. Not with the way that rain's coming down.
Yeah, the question is I can't see any spray coming off the tyres at the moment. Let's just get on board with Ariston's car. Ariston to the 31.6. This is slower. 30. Okay, you could be on the ball there. Drifts in sector 1. Kenzie has just come through Mistral. Kenzie, though, is well down this time, so I think unless Drift can do something special, that could be done. Jackie sent me another one. Let's have a quick little look on it. Give me 2 secs, dude.
But he's got a bottle of red in his neck.
Yeah, he probably has, isn't he? Oh, Jesus Christ. That's Joel, isn't it? Oh my God. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna put him on screen. Oh man.
Yeah, the drift is really.
Yeah, he's drifting.
Yeah, it's. I think this is it really for Q1.
He is literally drifting.
I honestly hope there's no rain on Thursday. I don't mind the rain, but.
Yeah, it's not the best. Right, this is the latest from Jackie Cole Towers, by the way. I have to check this out. Have a look at. Oh, it's over there, isn't it? Have a look at this. There we go. That's the scene at the moment from the hot tub. It's hammer time in Hartlepool. Actually, I hope it's not hammer time for Joel and Steve. That's just a bit too friendly. But there we go. That's the situation there in the hot tub at the moment. Jackie Cole Towers. That's enough of that. There we go. All right. Drifts in the pit, so I think we're pretty much done and dusted. Dragoon's left the session. Can you ping him an invite, please, dude?
No.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Do it!
I'm joking.
Do it! I sound like the Emperor there from Star Wars, don't I? Do it! Alright, so I think that is pretty much it. Ariston is on a lap, but look at that. The rain there all over the halo. Spray kicking up from the tyres. I think that's pretty much done and dusted, which looks like then we could be having a wet Q2, Q3 in race then, quite possibly. Bader says still angry from Saturday. Hey, I'm always angry. Dragoon's back in. Alrighty. I think we're pretty much done and dusted. We'll stay with Ariston though, just to see if he goes flying off track. You know, does something spectacular here. So it looks like we're going to be losing Drift, Kenzie, Gandhi, and Flayful Horse from Q1. Absolutely no grip, as you can see. He's just flying off the track there. It says a horse on an outlap. Yeah, he's not going to, unless the timing glitches there, he's not going to cross the line. He's just behind Ariston. There's absolutely no grip. Ariston comes into the pits.
Pouring it down.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty steady rain now, to be fair. That track is looking pretty slippery. Flayful also really struggling to get any power down there. Of course, we've got France coming up performance tomorrow night as well. It's the French connection all week in Total Impact Racing.
Français.
And of course we'll have it as well Saturday night for the 100% race as well.
All out French week.
I'm surprised DJ isn't here asking me the question about the French. Oh, there's Flayful there, yeah, having a bit of a moment there. Bit of a drift, bit of Tokyo drift.
He got the timing glitch. That's the annoying thing about it.
Kenzie in the chat says, I'm not looking forward to the rain in this race. Hey man, honestly, just
Yeah, just
Oh,
drive, man, you never know.
flavorful. It's just hit the wall and has lost his
Yeah,
wheel.
he's dead.
There we
He's
go. That's
dead.
it. He's gone. Yeah, just be positive, Kenzie. You can do it. You can do it.
Always look on the bright side.
Just take it steady and see what happens. You know. You can't afford the luxury of a negative thought. Man, that's a sermon. You know what I mean? Okay, we are done. Just wait for this countdown clock to tick down to 0. Then we can formally give you the results. Green has left the session again. Oh my goodness me! He needs to upgrade his internet from dial-up to broadband.
Yeah, I was about to say he's on dial-a-dick. Oh, dial-up.
Easy tiger. Oh, getting these damn
You know what he's
spam
done?
accounts. There we go.
He's on the bus, right, and he's set up a TV in the back of the bus, and he's on Areva's free Wi-Fi. That's what he's doing. Night away from the missus on the Areva bus.
Absolutely. So, what the hell have I done there?
I don't know, what have you done?
I don't know. Edgar says, "Let's go, Batters. I love you." Oh my god, the bromance is looking good. I need to just check some settings here on Twitch. There's something not quite right here at all. Okay, let me just check this.
Badders, Eggers, you're so bent.
Ah, that's how I do it. Okay.
Love it. Here we go.
I don't know how you get around that. I really don't know. Oh well. It is what it is. That's weird. Okay, there we go. So, S77 fastest then in Q1. So we've got Swayze, J-Lo, Stiggy Ryan, JBP, Bilges, Badders, Devler, Rampant Badger, Wills, Shuey, SF7, Dragoon, Foreman, Webbers, and Ariston safely through the Q2. Missing out then Drift Mad, Kenzie Retro, Gandhi, and Flavor Horse. Let's go. Just go back to the studio. How the hell has that happened? Oh, I don't know. I've got some weird stuff going on here.
What weird stuff this? Ain't them moody pictures Jackie Cole keeps sending, is it?
No. I'm just trying to sort something. I'm trying to work on something. Just chat for a minute whilst I'm just going to sort out some gremlins in the background. Like, say something, Adam. Do you fulfill your role as co-coms?
I nearly lost my headphones, and I thought I had no game sound then.
Ah, not
well.
Good.
It is a very wet track now. Yeah. Let's get this telemetry sorted. Obviously, intermediates all the way through. We've got a Red Bull on his way out. In Badders. Mr. Ready Up.
Mr. Ready Up himself. Yeah, Cod says, yeah, come on, Pat, you sexy man. Gee, I can't quite go that far. Holy smokes.
He's signed up to my OnlyFans.
Well, intermediates are the nature of the beast in Q2. Got a few cars already out laps at the moment, so we'll try and find who is our lead car. It is, in fact, it is Badders.
Badders.
He's readied up. He's readied up on track.
He's readied up on track again. It'll be interesting to see if everyone can keep it on track in the wet. Badders wants to sign up for my OnlyFans as well. See? I am in demand.
Okay, I'm going to have to use a custom command. Okay, let's see what I have to do. So I've just got an issue with Wisebot.
His wise bot as broken as Codemasters tonight.
Yeah, it is. Let's see if this command works. There we go, done it.
So we got Badders coming around the final corner.
Alright, sorry about that.
Getting on the power early.
Sorry about that, ladies and gents. I had a few gremlins there in the background, just trying to sort it all out. Okay, here comes Badders on the intermediate tire. It's the first time we really see him tonight. What could he do? Coming down towards turn 1. In fact, let's jump on board.
This could be a very tricky corner. If you get the power too early, it will throw the car out.
Spit the car out, yeah. Just literally, you almost feel like he's going too slow, but he's not.
Yeah, you've got to roll it.
Yeah, you've just got to roll it over and put your faith that the car's going to hold. But now he can get the power down coming into Mistral. Ooh, a little bit hesitant there on the exit onto Mistral, but now he can full throttle it. This is a little bit of relief for him now before he comes up to this next tricky chicane, this left-right combination.
It's a chicane that you can cut massively.
But do you want to do that in the wet though, Adam, you know, with the very slippery curbs?
I don't know, I probably would.
Now he's coming to the right-hander now. This is normally flat out on the drive, but he will be lifting off here, I'm certain.
You do want to take a fair bit of the left-hand side of that as well sometimes.
Yeah. Ooh, we had to recover then. Bit of oversteer there as the back end tried to step out. He actually stayed in 8th gear. That's to keep the traction through. This double right-hander there, he's taken that quite nicely. So it's really interesting actually, Adam, seeing the track now, because it looks like there's a layer of snow on the track. You've got a really clear racing line. And we've got this long left-hander up to the final corner, and then it's onto the start-finish straight. He's actually done a pretty good lap here. Let's see what the lap times are. It's my first look at the wet weather conditions. Let's see how he gets on. 42.3.
42.3.
Got a 77. Is that Foreman come through? Oh, Foreman come through. 43.8. Shuey, he's invalidated. Swayze's just coming around the corner now as well.
Junk is. Oh, he was lucky there. That could have been fatal.
Right, Swayze's gone fastest with the 41.9 so far. Then we've got Bilges going through. Bilges goes P3. J-Lo goes fastest with a 41.4 on the inters. Okay, so we're seeing some lap times come down. Sticky Ryan's about to start his lap. Rampant's about to start his lap.
No damage there.
Here comes Wilsey. And Wilsey goes through with a 42.1. That's P3. And Devin's coming into the pits. Rampant's about to start his lap, I believe.
JPP coming through with a 43.1.
Ah, missed it.
P5.
Sorry, dude. Good lap there from JBP. Shuey's on invalidation. Stiggy Ryan. Let's just go with Stiggy Ryan, sector 1. Got a few cars in front of him.
Weber's coming through to finish his lap.
Oh, Weber's. Okay, forget that. Let's jump on board with Weber's. Thank you, Adam.
That's all right, mate.
This is not a flying lap though at all. He is going again.
Oh yeah.
Shuey's invalidated. Yeah, Stiggy Ryan.
Shuey's invalidated.
Yeah, Shuey's just coming towards the end of Mistral with the left-right combination.
Stiggy Ryan? Oh, that's Baker.
Baker. Yeah, it's his old game attack.
Changed his name.
I keep on calling his old game attack.
Hey,
Whoa,
what's that?
What's that?
Whoa, what is that?
Oh, Stiggy's invalidated there. That's unlucky. I'll leave you to take care of that.
Yeah, for one as a father, I wouldn't even make that comment. So, yeah, we'll have none of that in there, mate.
Okay. Ariston is on a lap at the moment. He's just come through the Mistral chicane.
Badger's gone. No.
Tricky conditions. It's a tough track. And that'll be the yellow zone, sector 3. Yeah, you can see in the bottom right of the screen there, that little light blue dot, that is Rampant's car. Of course, he
He was very high in the championship, so that's interesting. I did forget to put the league tables up. I will put them up at the end of this qualifying session. Ariston there has invalidated. Dragoon is coming down Le Mestral. Bader says he is sorry. I think
No, that's cool, man. Just obviously as a father, comments like that, don't accept them. So, but apologies there, it's accepted.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, Dragoon then coming round. He also took that in 8th gear as well, coming around this log. I can't remember the name of this corner now. Oh, but Dragoon's gone wide. He couldn't get the traction. And Swayze goes through. So that means that Dragoon's going to have to go again. Who else is on the lap at the moment? Shuey is about to complete a lap, actually. Coming around the last corner. Target time at the moment is a 41.4 for the fastest. It's going to be outside that, but it's be interesting to see how he gets on.
Oh, Swayze's gone.
44.1. Dragoon's about to come through, but he'll be going again though because his lap was compromised. Well, he compromised his own lap really. Sticky Ryan is invalidated again, so he's going to have to go again. We'll stay with Dragoon this time. Of course, this qualifying on the inters is slightly different. It's a slightly different strategy to qualifying on the slicks. With the slicks, what you'd normally do, of course, is you'd fuel your car for one flying lap. You can't do that at the inters. You need to probably fuel the car up for 3 or 4 laps. 3 or 4.
Get the tyres warm because it will literally take time to get these tyres up to speed.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. Ooh, Dragoon there's invalidated. Just running that curb too much.
Dragoon's also got the gearbox glitch, so I'm turning that off.
He's okay on mine. Ariston is about to complete a lap, but he's off the pace at the moment. But he'll be. Why is he coming out in 4th gear? That's an unusual gear selection.
Unfortunately, Brian, we cannot offer you that spare Merc. Sorry, mate.
I said that without moving my lips. How good am I?
See? Admin power.
Devler coming through the fast right-hander.
Oh, we got a car. JPB in the wall.
Ooh. It's not shooting.
No damage though.
Okay. Sector 2, yeah. Sector 2 coming down on the Mistral.
Why not? Because it's against our religion to offer that seat to you, that's why. No, it's just obviously you are very quick. And it would be a bit unfair to put you in with these guys. Not saying that they're slow, because they're not.
Definitely goes
Everyone
P10.
here is fast.
Now, Sticky Ryan's made an interesting call. He's currently in the pits, but he has switched over in the pits to full extreme wet weather tyres. That is
coming out as well.
Call.
He's on his way out.
Okay, Foreman's invalidated in Sector 2. Johnny B is on a wind down.
It is absolutely hammering.
It is.
So he's a very good call.
This could be an extremely good call. Now, J-Lo set his time when the track, it was wet, but it was still, the rain wasn't quite as heavy. But look at the puddles. You can see on board of Stiggy here on his outlap.
It's nearly covered the racing line.
Yeah, exactly. That is extremely wet.
Jackie Cole sent you one last photo, beer.
Oh, I shall have a look at that shortly. Good evening, Dan Motorsport. Welcome, dude. Nice to see you.
I wonder if it's a photo of him feeding Joel grapes.
I'm going to take a look. We'll stay on board with Stiggy Ryan because he's on an outlap at the moment, so we can afford
anyone watching the football, just a quick update. The tie has finished 1-1 and it is now going to penalties. It's Chelsea versus Tottenham, obviously.
Oh, right, okay.
Hopefully Chelsea win. I don't like to say it because I don't like Chelsea, but I absolutely hate Spurs, so...
Oh, okay, Steve. All right, I'll put that one up. Okay, all right.
Bill just retires, happy with his lap.
I think he should be, yeah. We're going to stay with Stiggy right to see how he gets on. This could catch some drivers out, says COD. Indeed. Indeed it could, man.
A few of them have still got time to swap over. They are all sort of slowly swapping over, to be honest, looking at it now.
But they were setting around about 129, 130 on the slicks, and they've done 141 on the intermediates. I don't know if they can go any faster on the wets. We're about to find out. Stiggy's got some good pace, so he's a good benchmark.
Badders is retired.
Yeah. Okay, Stiggy comes out. Yeah, he's struggling. He's really, really struggling for grip. As you can see, ladies and gents, it is absolutely lush. I tell you what, mate, that's about as heavy rain as I've ever seen it on an F1 game.
Yeah.
That is steroid rain. I mean, there's no question at the moment we are now in full wet territory. But, as I say, because they'd already set lap times on inters when the rain wasn't as heavy, I don't know if these guys are going to can go any quicker. I don't know. We'll find out. But this looks slower.
They're very slow.
And it's nothing.
I think, if I remember rightly, they were roughly on about 57-second mark coming around that corner.
Yeah, that's nothing disparaging to Stiggy. Yeah.
Yeah, you saw him on the 108 as he was coming around there. So.
Yeah, I think Q2's pretty much done and dusted. We've got our guys. Yeah, as you can see, Stiggy's going to be about a 145, I'd say. He's going to be around about there somewhere. It's a decent lap.
Yeah,
145
so
too.
P11.
Now he might just be encouraged by that to go again, because he's got to make up 8 tenths.
And then tyres are going to be warm as well.
Right, Shimmy's had a moment. He's had a spin. Where's he spun? Oh, coming up towards La Mistral, I think.
Steve, I think a canoe would be more useful now.
Right, well, Webbers has almost matched his time on inters, so let's stay with Webbers. Now, this is the last picture I'm going to put down now of Jackie Cole. This is actually a picture of Jackie Cole with the Vino in the hot tub. Let's have a quick little look. There you go.
Oh,
That's Steve.
Nearly spun.
Over there, sorry. Steve, Jackie Cole, watching the Racing Guru, watching the Total Impact Racing Division C Speedsters in the hot pool, in the hot tub with his glass of vino. Just don't spill that wine. I've heard you say, don't put any more water in it, Steve, because I've heard you sell watered down wine at Juniper's, you know what I'm saying? But there we go. Right. Let's go back on board with Stiggy Ryan.
Gotta love it though, innit? Do you know what I mean? The man works hard and enjoys it.
Well, I'll tell you what I've noticed up here, right, from doing my rounds currying, is because I work in Peterlee, which is not far from Jackie, actually. It's about 5-10 miles. Everyone seems to have a hot tub. Yeah. I think I'm going to have to invest in one. But the thing is, being such a large person that I am, when I jump in a hot tub, the water jumps out. There's just something not quite right. You know what I'm saying? That's the only problem. Now, Stiggy's going to be close here. This is going to be pretty close.
He's through. This is him through, surely.
Oh, he's just outside.
Oh, no.
He's just outside by a tenth.
Oh, mate, unlucky, Ryan.
That's a great effort. That was a really, really good effort on the wet, so he really pushed it. Ariston's on an outlap at the moment. Devlin's retired. That was a great effort. I'm just going to stay with Ariston actually and see if he's going to allow him to set a time. Maybe we've got a timing glitch or not. I'm not sure, to be fair. No. Is AI? No, it's ticking. It's ticking. It's allowing him. Yeah, Ninja says in the chat there, unlucky, Ryan. That was a really, really good effort. Let's see what Ariston can do. It looks legit. It's allowing him to the timing screen's going there, so it's allowing him to set a lap. By the looks of it. See how it gets on.
Yeah, that was unlucky,
same,
Ryan. That was a great effort. It was a genuinely really good effort. You missed out by, what, 1/10 of a second. That was so, so close. The grip's gone, says Shuey. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's a lucky fella. He says, oh man, he's annoyed that he invalidated his first lap. He was purple in both sectors. That was on the inters, yeah, I guess. Well, here comes Ariston. Is it like Ariston or Ariston? I don't know.
It could be Ariston. See? Didn't think of that one, did you?
Okay, he goes through. There we go. So, that's Q2 done dusted. We'll get some results up for you very shortly. Alright, Jackie. Alright, J-Lo then, fastest then. 141.4, Swayze about half second down, 141.9. Wills there, 142. Then we've got Badders, Bilges, JBP, S77, Foreman, Schumacher, and Devlet safely through to the top 10 shootout in Q3. Sticky Ryan with a great effort, just missing out there on the full wets. Webber's Dragoon, Ariston, of course, Ramp and Badger, unfortunately died. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is Q2 done and dusted. Let's get back to the studio. Let's get some league tables up. Okay. Current league tables then for Division C. There we have it. Rampant Badger is currently our championship leader with S77 hot on his heels. Puma, of course, unfortunately isn't here tonight. His internet is being playing up. He did message us earlier to say he was having some issues. By the way, it is still pouring with rain at the start of Q3. And Swayze is up there as well. Dragoon looking for some good points. So it's a lot to play for tonight. A lot to play for. Okay, as you can see, ladies and gents, it is absolutely lashing it down. Let's go back to the main stream. I've got a massive headache, dude. Man, my head's pounding. Whew. All right, top 10 shootout. Now the question is, excuse me for yawning, do you think, Adam, they'll just do one run?
If they fuel it, I'd literally what I would do now is fuel the car up heavily and just literally go for it. Non-stop, just literally go.
Like do 6 laps or
all
something, 6, 7
you're
laps?
See, all you're going to see is that time just drop and drop and drop. The more them tyres are warm, the more time you're going to make.
These guys want inters, mate. They're not using the wets. They're coming out on inters. I think J-Lo's our lead car, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see how J-Lo gets on. In the inters, the chat says Badger's going to be the one to watch for the championship points. Yeah. Of course, he's going to be starting way outside the top 10 tonight. But yeah, he's right there in the championship hunt at the moment. And tonight, don't count out this guy, J-Lo.
Definitely not. He showed some great pace last week. And an unfortunate incident. He really did look like he was going to go for the win last week.
I mean, looking at that top 10 shootout there, anybody.
Obviously, you got Swayze.
Yeah, you got JBP,
Foreman,
S77. Any of those guys could.
Willsey that I've raced against myself that I know's got pace.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or we could have a massive turn 1 pile up.
Could have a complete
Gandhi
schmoz.
could come along and win. Or Drift Mad could win on their debut.
Who knows? Who knows what can happen? Jackie Cole says
place your bets.
The track is sodden. Yes, it is. Yes, and Ninja's made a very good point that it's the home Grand Prix for the Renaults, and can't see any. Where are they? Can't see any Renaults there. Dragoon let the side down.
Like hell.
Really, scabies, mate.
No, it's basically 2 weeks ago I went in for a slide tackle, ripped half the skin off my right leg because the grass was dry as anything.
Yeah.
And last Sunday I decided to go in on the exact same leg again twice and rip all the skin off again.
I think you're a bit of a daft bugger myself, but there you go.
But what I did do, right, is I scored a 35-yard weldy, and when I say it was a weldy, it was a weldy from right back.
Wow. I don't think at my age.
Invalidated.
Yeah, you have to go again. I don't think at my age I could even kick a ball 35 yards.
Well, we had a corner. Literally, we played it in. They headed it straight out. It dropped me. I knocked it to the right, and that was it. I was just all eyes was on goal.
Sorry, Ninja. I'm knackered, dude. I'm like trying to put my hand over my mouth so I could like yawn, and then I realised that the microphone's still picking it up anyway. So I might as well just not even bother trying to hide the fact that I've had a big yawn. I mean, I'm telling you, pounding the streets of Peterlee, delivering parcels, I'll take it out of you. I'm on with Swayze at the moment, who's the next car after. So I'm yawning whilst I'm smarting. Oh dear, sorry. I'll have to like turn the camera off or something when I yawn. But then I'll be turning the camera off about every 5 seconds.
Right, chat ban for Ninja for informing me on that one.
Spurs 1-5-4. Man, there you go. Thing is, it's that Mickey Mouse Cup, isn't it? That no one in their right mind gives a flying chuff about, really.
Yeah, well, it's the one that Spurs literally go all out to win and still don't win it.
Does it get them a place in Europe, is it, if Caribou Cup?
Yeah.
Like UEFA... What do they call it?
The Europa League.
Europa League, that's the one.
I support the only team in North London which makes it the red side of London.
Sorry, I can't stop yawning all of a sudden.
I am a gooner.
Oh, now, JVP's had a collision with Bilges.
what's
What's happened
happened
there? Oh, we said that at the same time. That is actually coming down for the fast right-hander. Okay,
Are we
interesting.
doing Phantom?
Will's gone through the 42.3. J-Lo is out another lap at the moment. Foreman's gone through the 43.4. Let's watch JBP now. Let's go on board as Shuey. He's about to complete his lap, I think. A couple corners away. Yes, 77's gone through the 41.9. Devlin's gone through the 42.2. Okay, let's watch Bilges is back right out. Badders is about to come through. And he goes second fastest with a 41.7. Let's go back on board as Shuey.
Yeah,
Phantom!
I'm not bit of Ninja.
Phantom says, up the beer!
I don't like Spurs, mate.
I didn't even know I saw the football team, Ninja. Right, Shuey's going through. And that's
you mean the game that
42-4.
Mane should have been sent off and...
Sorry, I'm just yawning again. I just felt really tired all of a sudden.
No one likes Spurs or
Don't know
Sunderland.
Okay, well, hopefully you clipped it, JBP. Okay, here comes J-Lo. Invalidate his first lap, trying to put it right this time, and he goes through the 41.1. It's the fastest we've seen so far in Q3. That's a good lap, but as you say, I think the timing screens are going to come down. These guys are going to do more than laps. Swayze is invalidated. He's about to go again. Badders is in sector 3.
What they're doing is they're going for an absolute hot lap.
Yeah.
Going round again, regenerating that ERS, and banging another one straight away. Which is the right thing to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
It creates a dry line.
Absolutely. Devlin's going from it. Now, Bowser's in the chat.
Here he is.
Phantom says, we all hate Markhams. Man, you and I are going to have a serious falling out.
It's got a point.
Here comes, no, he hasn't. Devlin goes through the 42.0.
They think they're too big for League One, and they're really not. They're there for a reason.
Treading on very thin ice. If my wife hears this, she'll just come in and rip the microphone out of my head and rip your head off. Jesus. Ninja, behave yourself. What's this? Pick on Sunderland Day. Unbelievable. Here comes Shuey. Coming in P42.4. This looks quicker. It is a 41.8. Puts him in P5. Yeah, S77's on a flyer now. Devler is behind him. Foreman is in sector 2. I think Foreman is ahead of him at the moment, but let's see where Willsey is.
Willsy's backed out of this lap. Swayze is... I'm not sure if he's on the flyer or not. Let's stay with Swayze. No, his fuel light is flashing crazy. I think he'll be coming in. Let's see. No, he's going to complete the lap. This actually looks pretty quick, to be fair, from Swayze. Currently sat in P4 with a 41.5. This could be quicker.
Stiggy's made a valid point there. Are this lot going to wear their
41.2.
ears out?
How many sets do they get for the race?
I think it's 3.
Oh, S77's gone completely wide there. That's invalidated that lap. Devler goes through, but Devler's on a worn-down lap. Got a couple of cars. Got JBP and Bilges.
The job seekers team of League One is, in fact, Charlton. All right. They have not got a pot to piss in.
Anyways.
Who's on the lap? JBP, I think, just about started.
Just going through turn 1.
Whilst I'm eating me chocolate waffle.
You what?
It's a waffle smothered in hazelnut chocolate.
Oh, yeah, the old... what's that spread called? Nutella?
Nutella.
Nutella. Yeah. Or Nutella? Nutella? I don't know what they call it.
I've got myself a Twix as well.
I'll tell you, have you tried those white Twixes? They are really good. Oh man, they're
I
good.
love white chocolate.
Yeah, they are good, mate.
My favourite chocolate is the white Buenos.
I don't like that. That's foreign muck. You know what I mean?
Or Marvellous Creations Cadbury's. I love that.
That's like a bit of a good old-fashioned Galaxy chocolate. You know what I'm saying? Just that, you know. And I've tried that new 50. It's like a 50-50 chocolate. It's half dark and half light, so you still get the sweetness of the dairy milk, but you've got the tartness. You know what I mean, of the dark chocolate, and it makes a nice combination. Yeah, but it's sweeter than Bourneville, because Bourneville's a straightforward dark chocolate. You know what I mean? And it is better than that. It's got a sweetness to it. It's a bit like eating that sort of sweetened. Oh, you know the popcorn you can get? We got like sweet and savoury in the same packet. It's kind of sort of like that. I mean, here comes JBP.
Just comment there about waffle.
Blue waffle is the one. Oh, I'm not looking it up. I know exactly what you're on about. Okay, here comes JBP. 41.8 P6. Bilges is on a lap at the moment. Let's watch Bilges. Dragoon says Bristol City top of the championship. Moving on to more important matters. Wado says even all. Nice to see you, Wado.
Phantom there though. Magic Stars.
Magic Stars.
Love them.
Is that the Milky Bar things? The Milky Bar stars?
Yeah, the little stars. Yeah.
Ah, I see. Milky Bar is just full of air, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Well, they're like Milky Way, isn't they? They're created by the same people.
Not Milky Bar. That's what I meant. Milky Way. That's what I meant. Right, here comes Bilges. Currently set his first time. So it's 41.9. Puts him in P7. So J-Lo at the moment is 8/10 up on Bilges. J-Lo's in Sector 2. Shuey's invalidated his lap. Swayze's retired now. Can you just check the race directory? Did Swayze actually bin it? Or was he just retired from Sash?
Swayze said, "Stuff this, I'm not doing no more laps, I'm retiring from the session."
Right, okay. There's a chance of pole gone up in smoke there.
I love it though. We can sit here, we can be doing the Formula One and turn a conversation to chocolate. Brilliant.
That's just it. I mean, what else do I like? I do like Maltesers.
Oh, have you tried their mint ones? They do like Maltesers with mint in them.
No, I've not tried those. I'm a big. I like at Christmas. I do like my old Terry's chocolate orange. Oh man, it's
not just that. Box of After Eights as well.
After Eights are okay. They're not my favourite. I have to say that. Johnny P goes through the quickest we've seen. 40.7. First guy into the 140s there on the Inters. Now J-Lo has got his work cut out. Let's have a quick look. See, we've got a McLaren spinning. That's Devler. Bilges has invalidated his lap. Willsey is on a lap and he's just purpled Sector 2. DJ Bowser says
5/10 up.
Yeah, where is Foreman?
Sector 3.
Okay, he's behind Wills. He's behind Willsy at the moment. Yeah, he's literally one corner behind him. I'll come back to the chat in a second. Just want to watch these couple laps come in. The countdown clock is ticking. Hang on, we'll go to the chat. This is the fag end now of qualifying. Here we go. What can Willsy do? Coming around the final corner, gets on the power nice and early. Has he improved? His target times are 40.7 for pole. What can he do? Can he do it? He's just outside of 40.8, but what a great lap there from Willsy. What about Foreman? Foreman stays P10. He's not going to get any better than that. S77 is belting down the start-finish straight. Currently sat in P8. Does he improve? Yes, he gets fastest with a 40.6.
P1.
But here comes J-Lo. J-Lo has matched his previous time, so I don't think J-Lo's done enough here. In fact, he's bailed out. He's coming into the pits. Badders has bailed out as well. And that is Devler coming through it. Devler's invalidated. That's it. We're done. We're done. Unless we've got a timing glitch, we are done. S77 has taken pole position. JBP, who thought he had it, has been usurped by 7/100ths of a second. Wow. That's a good end of qualifying there, man. And it's interesting, the rain has eased considerably. Remember what we saw in Q2 with the extreme wet weather conditions. I don't think anyone's on lap. I think we are. Yeah, we are done. We are genuinely done. So we're just waiting for that basically the end of the session, and I can give you a quick rundown of where we're at. Then we'll take a short break.
If we're going to get a wet start and then end up dry.
Well, we could do, but we've got some position changes as well due to grid penalties. So S77 takes pole, but Johnny B finished P2, has got a 5-place grid penalty, I believe. Yeah, he has. Willsy and J-Lo, Swayze, Badders, Shuey, Bilges has also got a 5-place grid penalty. Devler and Foreman. So that's not good news for JBP, though, because he was on the front row and now he's going to drop down to 6th. That's not good at all. Let's go back to the studio. Alrighty. Okay, I'm going to take a short break for a couple of minutes. I'm going to leave you guys with Adam. If we can see some predictions in the chat, I'd really appreciate predictions for the race, that is. DJ, I will tell you what I think of the French very shortly. Adam, I'll be back in 2 minutes, mate. Take it away.
Let's get the predictions in there and we'll continue the chat about chocolate. Because I like sitting there having a cup of tea with a Twix and sucking the tea through the Twix. He's going for a smoke and a pancake. Come on, Steve, how many glasses of red wine are you down already, bud? Yes, on the chocolate. Bite both ends off the Twix, put it in the tea, and suck the tea through the Twix. Trust me. We are going to have a battle. Trust me. Third one, good man, Steve. Doing it in fashion. Kenzie says it looks like rain for the majority of the race. Will we get a dry race? Dry racing? Who knows? I hope it's dry. Don't like wet. Well, I don't mind wet racing, but obviously where everyone's cautious, it gets a bit boring. Just want to see hell for leather crashing into each other, demolition derby style. We know what you're like for demolition derby, Baker. Top 3 chocolates. Ooh. Ooh. It's definitely Bueno's up there. Milky Way. double decker. Do love a double decker. It's the Bueno milkshakes. They're the ones you want. Oh, that is a good shout. Crunchy. Chocolate girl. I am going to go and get another drink. Oh, that's me phone up the floor.
Right then. Let's have a quick look then. Kenzie says, looks like rain for the majority of the race, but will we get dry racing? Who knows? Stiggy Ryan's going to go for it. Okie dokie. It's moist, says Ninja. I'm hoping he's talking about the weather. Top 3 chocolates. What was the list?
It was my top 3 chocolates, and I said Bueno, Milky Way, and Double Decker.
Double decker, yeah, they're not bad. Good evening, Pumpy, by the way. Thanks for the host, dude. Oh dear, Ninja says, I swear someone has put drugs in his drink tonight.
Rehypnol.
Yeah, Rehypnol. I think that's what I'm gonna get. I can't stay awake at the moment. Curly Whirlies has got to be up there. No, I don't know what. I don't know what pubic hairs have got to do with chocolate. I know what you mean, Wilsey. I know what you mean.
Yeah, no, not a curly whirly. My granddad used to get them for us as kids all the time. They used to get us the curly whirlies and you know the jelly yellow belly snakes.
Oh yeah.
He used to get us them all the time. The snakes, yeah, bang on. We loved them.
Yeah.
But yeah, then curly whirlies. Honestly, it was like chewing on cardboard.
It is. I mean, it's got a nice little bit of chocolate on the outside, but the toffee is just so damn tough, isn't it? You know,
He's got a valid point as well, Ninja. Curly Whirly, the chocolate tooth puller. That is 100% true.
I tell you what I do like is minstrels. I like minstrels.
That's a shout.
Yeah. Nice chocolate in the inside.
Foreman says Yorkie bar.
Yorkie bar's good. The man's chocolate. The Yorkie bar, absolutely.
Now, can anyone guess what drink I'm drinking? It's definitely a can. And it's definitely alcoholic.
Does anyone care? That's the bigger question.
Steel care.
Stella?
Steve's on his first. No, I wish it was a Stella.
You're not drinking Asda's finest Pilsner at 1.2%. You're better off drinking water, mate. It'll have a better effect.
No, it is a cider.
Cider, okay. You're not into one of those record lick things, are you? The old fruity ciders?
No, it's the Strongbow dark fruits.
Right, okay. Copperberg, yeah, Copperberg. Copperberg's good.
I don't mind Copperberg. Like I used to be the strawberry and lime one all the time.
It's a nice summer drink in the old Copperberg, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I prefer the red Bulmers.
Is that the cherry red one? The red cherry Bulmers, whatever they call it?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, because I like the... so I don't mind the old fruity cider, but I'm an ale man myself. I like me McEwen's Champion, stuff like that.
Doombar. If Dizzy was in here,
Doombar's boring, man.
I do love a good Doombar.
No, it's like drinking tap water. I like the old Crafty Hen. So I started on Speckled Hen, and I went to Crafty Hen. We can ready up in... Well, actually, do you know what? We can ready up now. I think we've had enough time. Yeah, let's ready up. Yeah.
The only reason I'm drinking the cider Ninja is because it was in the fridge, and I drank all my Coronas yesterday.
See, Corona, another naff. Another naff. Is it Spanish import? I know it's import from somewhere, but it's naff.
Again, it was literally in the fridge. Like it was stuff that was left here. Normally, I have a fridge full of Stella.
Oh, getting
Always stellar.
just getting back on the chocolate real quick. Right, Camping Cod's going for Whisper Gold. Yeah, Whisper Golds are good. Mars bar, you can't beat a Mars bar. A Mars a day helps you work, rest, and play. Remember that advert from years ago? The Mars as well. Munchies are not bad yet. They're expensive though, Munchies.
Have you tried the cookie dough ones though?
Nah, I'm not a big fan of that. That's a very Americanized. Very Americanized. Right, let's go back to the mainstream anyway.
I'm not stealing no one's drinks. It's just literally whatever's left after people leave then becomes mine.
Now, what he does, Adam's the kind of guy. He will go to will go to a party and he will take the shittiest beer that you can possibly imagine. Or you know what I mean, or
no,
when he's
completely wrong there.
When he's holding a party, right, and people bring the crappy beer, he takes those beers back to their parties.
Drift Mad disqualified from session.
Oh dear. Well, let's get some telemetry up anyway. On the formation lap as we are at the moment, I'd imagine it's all inters across the board.
Drift Mad has actually moved off the grid.
Oh dear, he wasn't ready.
So you've read me completely wrong there. All right. So when I turn up to a party, I'm telling you now, I've got bottles of absinthe, tequila, the biggest bottle of rum you'll find, and I am literally ready to just get absolutely smashed.
Listen. You turn up for the party, I am the party. It's that simple. It's that simple.
The party starts when I arrive.
That's all I can say to that. Quick one from Pumpy says, at Beer and Kebab, this is not my favourite track in F1 history, man, because yesterday when I was racing I got too many penalties and so my wheel or pad went off. That is why I had to retire. Okay, no worries, dude. Getting told 10 minutes of rain, says Foreman. So you might be going dry, dude. Might be going dry. I've still got
Gandhi.
I've still got those German wheat beers to drink yet. Flavor Horse was disqualified from session. He is on the naughty step.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault though.
Nope. Okay. But we are about to. We're very close to the start of the race now. The guys just coming up to the their grid slots. Sam Tabner, welcome, says, shouldn't be too many DNF tonight. The barriers are miles away. Yeah, but the cars aren't. We're about to find out. Jackie Cole's going Dragoon for P5. Dragoon starting in 12, but he loves the wet. He's a self-confessed wetaholic, whatever that means.
Excuse me?
Driftmad says, my wheel turned off and couldn't get moving. Sorry, guys. Gutted.
All right. Keep your head up, Graham.
Keep your head up, dude. There's a long way to go. There's 27 laps of carnage to go through. Right, watch for the lights, ladies and gentlemen. Watch for the lights. 5 lights lit. All lights have gone out. We're just waiting to see, is anyone going to jump start? How long is Codemasters going to see? Gandhi's got the jump start, and away we go. It's go in La Castellet. S77's got an absolutely superb start coming down towards turn 1. J-Lo has got Willsy side by side as it comes through. Oh, it's a crash at the back. It's a crash at the back. It's Faithful Horse, I think, has already gone off. Are we going to see a safety car?
It's all going. Weber's has gone as well.
And we've got Swayze and Dragoon. Dragoon's made what a start from Dragoon. He's up from P10, from P12 to P5. He's had an amazing start at the start of the Grand Prix. Oh, we've got a Ferrari going wide there. I think that could be Kenzie, was that? But Kenzie's also, saying that, he's made places. That's your pit strategies.
S77, you need to... I don't know, because if you're not controlling your car...
Badders and J-Lo coming through Mistral chicane. He says he's not in the lobby. Just send him a quick invite, see if he can take control of his car real quick.
Oh, that's Shuey. Sorry, mate, ignore that.
Right, J-Lo goes through. Badders is about to go through, one would think, but no, decides to back out. S77's car is not ghosting. So I think it's legit. He's in the race. This is weird. But Badders goes through anyway, and I'm hoping his car, because it's going slow, doesn't cause too much carnage. Oh,
Swayze there. I went very, very wide there on Dragoon. Almost missed his braking spot. He's going for a move up the inside, but I think Dragoon's got that one covered off there. Battle between P5 and P6. As they come in towards the last corner, as the car's concertina up. Sticky Ryan's made good progress. He's currently sat in P8. Best thing to do, Sam, is leave the session, I reckon, and try again. I don't know what else to suggest. Rampant Badgers in the pits. Sticky Ryan all over the back of Shibby there, battling for P7, P8. Dragoon is going to go through. Yeah, S77 now. His car is ghosting. If you can ping him an invite as soon as you can, Adam, that'd be great, mate. Thanks, dude. Sticky Ryan's got past Shiwi, but Shiwi trying to fight back. But I think Sticky's got the job done.
Oh,
definitely going through.
Shiwi there.
Yeah, didn't give him a lot of room there, to be fair. One of the stewards might take a look at that. No damage from what I can see. But definitely now, Shiwi's going to have a good draft here at Mistral. No DRS, of course, as we're in wet weather conditions. Yeah, but still got a good draft. And there he pulls out to the inside, coming up chicane. Is he going to get the move done as they come through? Oh, it's so close. Oh, there's contact. There's contact, and Shiwi spun around. I don't think Defa did anything wrong there. He seemed to be just holding his line. But Shiwi, though, has dropped all the way back. Of course, he's had to let all the cars through as well, which is not good. Flayful Horses in the pits. Rampant Badger pitted as well. These guys will be hoping for a safety car. Up front, JLo's our race leader. Bad as P2. So have a quick look at the position changes then from the start of the race. There we go. Well, S77 is in. Hopefully he can take control of his car. He has lost quite a few places. But that's your position changes. The biggest gainers, Kenzie Retro up 8 places to P9. Dragoon up 8 places to P4. Biggest losers, Schumacher with that spin there. Had a slight contact. Bader sets fastest lap of the race. He is hunting down JLo. Still raining. Wilsey goes faster than anybody with a 1:44.6.
There you go, S77's took control, I think, now.
Good man. Right, Foreman's on Kenzie Retro. No, Kenzie
he's still close.
Holds him off. He might just be waiting for perhaps for Mistral. You know, wait till the car's in a straight line and then take over. We'll just stay with this one out of interest just for the moment and see how it pans out. I think he's taking control now. I think that car's... Is that car ghosting?
No, he's still got Red X.
Yep, he is ghosting at the moment. It's a shame. Up front, Bad is all over the back of JLo. Let's jump on board here. Schumacher SF7 with a 3-second penalty.
Ow.
Now, what's interesting is that Badders has underfueled his car. He's expecting rain to stay for quite some time as he's underfueled the car. Still waiting for the timing screen to sort itself out. It's all over the shop at the moment because we normally get that the first couple 3 laps. But Badders is really pressurising JLo. JLo's is really having to take defensive lines into the corner. Look how close Badders is.
So we've got the 2 Hassies fighting at the moment as well.
Is Badders going to have a run at JLo? Of course, no DRS assistance in wet weather conditions. JLo going defensive, coming into turn 1. Will stay on board with this battle. Oh, Badders gets a good exit there, but almost too good. Gandy gets a 5-second penalty for speed in the pit lane. Badders having a look at the inside, feigns a move there, backs out. JLo holds position. But if Badders can get a good exit out the left-hander coming up after these 2 right-handers onto the Mistral, then he could be in a really good position. Needs a good exit out this left-hander. Needs to get on the power early, but I think JLo's got a pretty good exit there. And I think JLo's going to hold him off. Or is he? Even without DRS, look how close Badders is getting. JLo goes defensive, middle of the track. Badders got to go the long way around. Tries to do it under braking. Was contact at the front. Oh, and that spun JLo, and I'm afraid to say, Badders, I think that was Badders' fault. Can somebody clip that, please? In fact, I'll do it.
I am just watching that back on your stream at the minute. I will give you the verdict in 2 seconds.
Dragoon and Swayze going side by side, but Dragoon's just gone a little bit wide there, lost the traction. That means Swayze can just about hold him off.
He's turned in on him.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
It's unlucky, J-Lo, man. Keep your head up, son.
Yeah, keep going.
Keep
Well,
going, brother.
he's back on it. He's back. He's lost 3.5 seconds to be fair, which is pretty good going. Kenzie Retro and Bilges. Let's have a look at this side by side. Kenzie Retro and Bilges.
Go on, Kenzie.
Come on, Kenzie. Sorry, I should be biased here, but Kenzie's really racy tonight, and he's got the Haas and I think one of the AlphaTauris behind him. 4-car battle here. Bilges, Kenzie Retro, Foreman and JBP. Thanks, Pumpy. Pumpy there with the clip. Lap 5 out of 27. It's a lot been happening already. And Kenzie is giving it a real go tonight. Look at JBP though, right behind Foreman. Up front, Wilsey has caught Badders as well. He's right on it tonight.
Wilsey or Badders?
Let's jump on board. And Wilsey's got the job done, I think, coming through the Mistral chicane. Badders is trying to fight back, but I think Wilsey's going to get the exit. He does. But Badders going to come right back at him. Surely not. Oh, you don't want to overtake here on the wet. Oh, he's going to go for it though. This is ballsy. Oh, he backed out. Good call. That would have ended in tears, I think, Adam, if he'd one of them had to yield. Okay, let's go back to this battle for 10th place. Look at this, Kenzie Retro. Now JBP is trying to go around the outside at the Kenzie Retro. Oh my word, they are really, really going at it here. This is this is good to see from Kenzie, man. He's really aggressive tonight. He's mixing it up. He's looking for his first points of the season. Let's hope he keeps it going. He's got every chance of doing it, man. When do you reckon the first round of pit stops will be for those into tyres, mate?
That's one thing I'm not sure on. I've like in the 2 years I've been racing, I think I've used the inters about 3 times. So literally, I
JBP's
have no clue on it.
Okay, JBP's just got the move done on Kenzie there. Going the start-finish straight, just managed to out-drag him. Rollsy boy, welcome, dude. Nice to see you, fella. How are you? Gandhi there with the 3-second penalty. Sticky Ryan, has he had a moment? Oh, yeah, Sticky spun. Oh, man, that's lost him a ton of time.
JPB with the,
and some positions.
Oh! Baker.
Yeah, Sticky had a spin.
Up now.
Yeah, he had a spin, mate, and managed to get a penalty. Swayze and Jayla. See, Jayla's caught Badders straight away. Badders and Wilsey has opened up a 2-second gap.
Ninja's pointed it out there.
Yeah, track is drying
out.
Yeah. Is it still spin, or has it stopped raining now?
Nice to see Jayla on the back of Badders nearly again.
Yeah. It's just about stopped raining, dude. Yeah, I think it has now stopped. Looking at the halo, I can't see any water droplets on there.
Steve with his prediction of Dragoon in 5th, currently
absolutely
fulfilling his prediction.
Oh, Kenzie and Webbers side by side. Oh, Kenzie shut the door there, but
Webbers looking at him again though.
Oh, we might just get the job done here. Oh, it's contact. Oh, a bit of contact there. Kenzie needs to make sure he doesn't outbreak himself here, but Kenzie actually takes a good defensive line through the corner. Good to stay with this battle. Jayla's all at the back of Badders again.
Is this the new Kenzie Retro?
Yeah, he's on it. He's on it. He's feisty tonight. He's
been watching me race, isn't he?
Oh, God. You're not going to turn some of the shrews again. Please tell me.
Can you remind me though what happened in Canada?
Oh, God.
Don't remember it.
I'm going to just kick you out of the party. JVP's got the move done on Foreman going through turn 1,
Weber's
by the way.
looking around the outside.
Oh, he's off the track. He's off the track. He has to yield.
Take that, son.
No, he yields. Up front, JLo and Badders. JLo has got the move done on Badders before the Mistral chicane this time. He shows how to do it, and Badders picks up a 3-second penalty for corner cut. A little bit harsh, to be fair. But Badders now will have a run back at J-Lo again.
You notice J-Lo's giving it a slight weave.
As if to say, naughty boy. I don't know.
S77 spun.
Oh, yeah. He did. And that's allowed Stiggy Ryan back through. Kenzie Retro picks up a 3-second penalty. He's got Ariston right behind him now as well. I think, I think Kenzie made a mistake somewhere because he went right off the back of Foreman. Swayze on the back of Badders. Badders is not having a good few laps at the moment. He's struggling for pace, struggling for grip a little bit.
With another penalty there.
Yeah, Swayze's going to have a run at Badders here. Or is he?
Going in the pits. Is he going to go to the slicks here?
Let's have a look. Let's get the tyre strategies up there for you guys.
I still think it'd be a bit too early.
Keep a careful eye on Dragoon's telemetry there to see what tyre he goes. New set of inters by the looks of it. Yeah, new set of inters. Of course, Dragoon does like the wet weather though. He's a wet weather fan. Hey, Shrewsy is there as well. Let's see, Nige. How you doing, fella? Driftman's in the pits as well. JBP all over the back of S77. Of course, Sam's going to be furious though, isn't he? You know, he's just got to get his head down. Of course, pole position, and he just could not take control of his car. We've seen these kind of glitches before in this game. Unfortunately, it's just so frustrating. Pumpy says he thinks the driver of the day will be Dragoon and the race winner will be Wilsey. That's what he's going for. Badgersaurus, welcome. Division 8 superstar. Okay, but Badders now seems to have got his head down. He's managed to get back on the gearbox of J-Lo again.
Rampant Badger on the hards.
Interesting call. I think he's just rolling the dice there, isn't he? Really?
It's a no. I think that's a good call. There is no spray coming off them tyres.
Well, there's a lot of spray coming off the inters, mate. That's for sure. A lot of spray still.
My screen's obviously playing with me because I can see no spray. Oh yeah, there's spray on the inters.
Well, the question is when we're going to see that DRS enabled thing. Swayze's got past Badders. Yeah, he's got the move done. JBP on the back of S77 as well. They're some way behind coming on the start-finish.
Honestly, if you go on Badger now, there's no spray coming off of them tyres.
I'll have a look at it. Bilger's coming into the pits. Is he going to switch over to the hards? Let's jump on board with Rampant Badger. No, there's no. You're absolutely right. Well, there's a smidge. There's a smidge of spray. Not much though.
It's only when it goes on the wet part.
Yeah.
If it stays on the dry line, there's nothing.
Right. Bilger's coming out in the mediums, mate. So this looks like it's going to trigger some pit stops. Sector 3 yellows. Okay, so one of the leaders going to pit then. Sector 1 yellows. We've got a Ferrari. Is it SM? No. Wasn't Kenzie either. Shuey's had a spin at turn 1.
Yeah, he's got a gearbox glitch. Turning that off.
Okay, Stiggy Ryan, S77 and JBP is a battle worth looking as they're coming through Mistral. Yeah, still, I say the inters are still kicking up a lot of spray, which means they're still clearing a lot of surface water. Of course, the hards, when you think about it logically, the hards, there won't be a lot of spray coming off the hards because they're not clearing any water, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
But the track is looking a lot drier than it was, that's for sure. It's going to be getting close, waiting, of course, for it to say DRS enable, because that's when we know. That's when we know.
Pumpy says he'd pit around lap 13 and 14.
JBP's got past Stiggy Ryan. Stiggy went a little bit deep
5
there.
5-second penalty for J-Lo.
Oh, that's going to be crucial later on. Going to stay on this battle here.
Inters.
Leader's staying out. J-Lo comes out on inters again. A bit of action further down the field. Bilges has got past Shuey. Shuey went for a little excursion off track there. I wonder if they're really cooking these temperatures.
Rampant's gone.
Oh. Yep.
I don't know if he's got any damage there though.
S77, I believe, just set the fastest lap there. Still on intermediate tyres. Swayze. So the top 7 haven't pitted. They're happy on those tyres. Let's have a look at the race leader, Willsey. He's coming down Mistral at the moment, I believe. He's looking for wet patches on the track. So his tyres are cooking. He's trying to cool his tyres down. Yeah, Ninja just said that in the chat as well. Yeah, I totally agree, Ninja. Flayful Horse gets a 3-second penalty. Shuey's in the pits. Yeah, Willsey has lost 8 tenths on this lap. I reckon we're just about almost there for switchover. Willsey's losing time. But he's pulling away from Swayze, but he's losing time, what he said before. Shuey comes out on the medium compound tyre. Let's stay on board. Sectors 2 and 3, we've got yellows. It looks like one of the Alpha Tauris has gone off. Drift Mad there with a 3-second penalty.
Yeah, it's Flavorful Horse going slow, letting cars through.
Yeah, Willsey, you can't just drive through them. Flavorful should be getting out of the way here. Willsey stays out for another lap. Foreman on S77. Barras is in the pits. S77, I'm not sure he went for a bit of an excursion there. Oh, he's going very slow. What's that? Oh, wow, what's happened there? He's got damage. S77's got damage, dude. He's gonna have to pit regardless now. And Dragoon's going to go past Weber's around the outside, is he? Weber's is trying to fight, though. I think Dragoon's got the line. Weber's, I think, is coming into the pits. Dragoon's staying out on the intermediates. Yeah, Weber's is... Sorry, S77's in the pits. Weber's stayed out. I thought he'd come into the pits, actually, to be fair. So Batters is the lead car on the slick tyres. Let's see how quickly, if he can, chase down Foreman. This is going to be a very good call. Right, the benchmark is 1 second. The gap between Foreman and Batters. Let's see if that increases or decreases over the next, I don't know, 3/4 of a lap. In fact, if anything, Foreman's still pulling away from Batters.
Batters is sliding all over the place.
Yeah, I don't think it's quite there, mate. I think we're still 1, possibly 2 laps away.
I think the hards... Oh, what's going on there?
S77's gone.
Session. It's died as he come out the pits.
Oh, man, that's a disaster. It's VSC.
That, I was about to say, that could be a safety car because he is bang in the middle of the circuit.
Well, it's called a VSC. Now, this is not going to help the guys on the mediums because their tyres are just cooling off now. What little grip they had is just about disappearing. Still too early, says Badger. I tend to agree, mate. I think they're 2 laps away, yeah.
Drive-through penalty, speeding under VSC.
Was that Flavorful Horse, yeah?
Flavorful Horses round as well.
Batters gets a 3-second penalty. Yeah, as I say, this is not helping the guys on the slicks because they're just losing tyre temperature. They're going to be losing grip. For the inters, of course, where they're overheating, it means the guys can stay out potentially for another lap. We're back under green flag conditions. But the top 3 are coming in. Willsey's in. Swayze, Sticky Ryan is in the pits. Devler takes over the lead. He stays out. Willsey switches over to the hard, so he's going to do just a straight 1 stint on slick tyres. But Foreman is still pulling away from Batters.
Safety car sectors 2 and 3. Yeah, not safety car, yellow flag to me.
Can't see who that could be, mate. Not sure who that is. But it was 1 second. The gap
on Gandhi.
Let's watch these guys. There we go, Drift. I'm trying to have a look around the outside. Gandhi really sliding. He's been on those inters for some time. Yellows in sector 3. I think that's Kenzie. No, Shuey. Shuey's gone. No, is this going to be a full safety car? Yeah, yes, it is.
These two should have pitted. No. These two should have pitted.
They might not have seen the flag in time, mate. It might have not come up because they were just about past the pit lane. Interesting. Is everybody going to come in now for slick tyres?
It's a no-brainer. You've got to.
Who is going to come out really well? I think this has certainly helped Devler though.
Gandhi's got a puncher.
Oh, he's blown his tyres. Has he?
Yep.
Yeah, he has. Left rear. Left rear's gone. Look at that. He's overcooked the tyres. They've delaminated on him. He needs to be careful. He needs, if anything, just to give... Yeah, he needs to get out of the way and give positions now. Oh, I feel bad for him. Yeah, Devler comes in. This has suited Devler perfectly. He's going to gain a lot of positions here, Devler. In fact, he might even come out in front. Yeah, Devler's suddenly become de facto race leader by staying out.
At least Andrew can say he's had one thing I haven't.
What's that, a puncher?
Yeah, I've never had a puncher on it.
Well, the thing is, yeah, but look at what's going on now with Devler staying out and the safety car happening. This has suddenly put Devler in P1, legit P1.
Yeah.
Badders is coming through in P2.
J-Lo's gone onto the softs.
Will the softs go to the end? That's the question. Yeah, will they go to the end? 14 laps? Possibly. It's not a really high wear. I don't know if it's for fact, but it doesn't seem to be a particularly... It doesn't come across to me as a high tyre wear track. I could be wrong.
Is that rampant with a...
No, Shrews is it the first punch I've ever seen? I think we saw... Remember we saw DJ Apex with a double puncher? I'm sure we did. We're just waiting for the final cars there to do their round of pit stops, and then we can give you a rundown of where we're at. So the track now is looking pretty much bone dry now.
I'll tell you what, hats off to him. He's took this car around the entire circuit with a puncher.
Willsy said he spun in hards. I wouldn't be posting in the chat, dude, whilst you're racing, fella.
Yeah, get off the chat.
Shuey said, well, I just cost Alpha a few million quid. Oh dear. Right, so the situation then, a complete mishmash of strategies as well with tyre compounds. All three tyre choices in the top four cars to give you an idea. Devler is our race leader on the mediums. Badders P2 on the mediums. J-Lo has opted for the soft compound tyre P3. Sticky Ryan has opted for the hards on P4. Swayze P5. Foreman P6. Dragoon P7. JBP P8. Weber's P9. Kenzie in 10th place. Kenzie, he's in the points. Bilges 11. Willsy 12th. Ariston 13th. Then we've got Drift, Rampant Badger, and Gandhi. Rampant Badger's back in the pits again. Are these guys are they going to come out in front of the safety car? Just Gandhi might be lapped here under the safety car. I think he is, unfortunately. He is. Yeah, he's going to be stuck. Hopefully it will release him, but I don't think it will. Rampant got out just in front of the safety car, so we can now motor around and try and catch the back of the pack up. But Gandhi...
Be careful coming out the pits here, Gandhi.
Yeah, Gandhi is now stuck in traffic, which means unless it lets him through, he is going to see blue flags at the restart, which is unfortunate. Shrew says in the chat, says, to be honest, there should be more punches in this game. For example, when the wing touches tyre. You're absolutely right. I totally agree with that, dude. You're absolutely right. That would spice the game up and make it more realistic. As Badger says, though, you just finished a 100% sim race. You could, obviously, because we use, it's not simulation damage, isn't it? We use full vehicle damage. So yes, I suppose with simulation you do get that. Maybe it's something we can look at. Extreme XJ is in the chat, all the way from the good old US of A with 4 yes. Nice to see you, Davey. Welcome, dude. As soon as this race is done, the racing guru becomes the PUBG guru. If you're up for it, dude. Yeah, Sam's just confirmed in the chat that does happen on sim damage. Maybe it's something we can look at.
Definitely.
Yeah. Dragoon says...
Anything to make the game more realistic.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Jackie Cole says Dragoon sold for P5. Okay. Shrews the 25 bits. Hey, nice. Thanks, dude. Much appreciated, fella. Okay. Now, so we've got Drift hasn't
collision.
It's a safety car coming back. That's got to be a safety car. That glitch, like a slight contact, and it throws out a spurious penalty like that. Is it a late call for the safety car coming in? Or are we going to see one more lap? We're going to see one more lap under the safety car, I think, which gives Drift a chance to catch the pack up. I tell you what, I'm surprised Rampant Badger hasn't caught the pack up. Oh, what's happening here? They're bunching right up here. Be careful, guys, careful. Say Drift is still, what, third of a lap behind. Rampant Badger's half a lap behind. Needs to put his foot down, try and catch these guys by the end of the race. Badger says that sim damage is insane. Certainly cleans up the driving. Yeah, maybe. I don't know, yeah. It's something... Maybe we could do some sim damage events just so we can test it all out, you know? Yeah.
Oh, Badger's in a wall. What's
Badger. What's happened, dude? And that's happened under the safety car. He was half a lap down, but I'm surprised. What was he doing? How's he managed that? Oh, that's a disaster.
Gandhi, you want to calm yourself down as well? You're not racing, mate. You're under safety car.
Shrew says that safety penalties for barely running wide seems to have been fixed. I hope so, because that is one thing that really bugged a lot of people. You know, where you'd run a tyre on a curb under the safety car and you get a 10-second penalty, which I always thought was ridiculous. JP Welcome says, think we better be taking assists off rather than ramping up damage if we want realism.
Safety
cars. Yep. Cheers, Adam. Do you know, ideally, JP, you want both, actually. In an ideal world. Black T-shirt. Welcome. Alright, Drift's managed to catch the back of the pack up, which is good news. So he can go racing. He's going to be racing Gandhi again. These two, probably. Oh, in fact, no, Gandhi's a lap down, isn't he?
Gandhi's in the middle of the pack, isn't he?
He is, yeah, and he's going to be seeing blue flags, isn't he? Drift's going to be racing Ariston. Okay, let's go back to the front of the pack. Here we go. Devler is about to become the safety car. The de facto safety car as the actual safety car pulls into the pits. I didn't even get the safety car graphic out tonight. I'm losing it. I'm slacking. Here we go. Devlin will bolt at the end as soon as he exits this corner, surely. But Badders is right on him. Badders has picked... That's ridiculous. There was no contact. I was watching that. There was no contact. J-Lo's going to have a run here at Badders, possibly down to turn one. No. I tell you what, Swayze and Foreman. Oh, Swayze's gone around the inside of Foreman. Great move through turn 2 from Swayze. He moves himself up to P5. Dragoon's lost places there. Wilsey's got past Bilge. Wilsey was the biggest loser in the round of pit stops of the safety car.
Mate, don't be driving through people. We can see it.
Yeah, Gandhi's just going to have to. I feel for Gandhi. I really do.
Oh yeah, definitely.
J-Lo's taking a penalty there at front. Let's watch him there. He's all over the back of Badders as they come down Mistral. They had, of course, contact here early on the race, and J-Lo goes straight through, moves himself up to P2. But the Red Bull's still looking good today. 3rd and 4th at the moment. Badders and Stiggy Ryan. Man, the game audio is very, very quiet then. Ninja says that's what we do for Sunday. A no assist, no line sim damage. Do you know what? It's a good idea, but I think you get no finishes. But it'd be interesting just to try it out. Have like a no assist division.
Can I just point out?
Of course.
Kenzie Retro is in P9.
He's in P9. Yeah. Come on, Kenzie. Up front, J-Lo's got past Devler. J-Lo is our race leader. He's making those soft tyres work, but how soon are they going to go off? That's the question. Of course, he's done 2 laps under the safety car. This was the first. I'll allow that because I know he's peed off. I don't normally allow swearing in the chat, but I will allow that, Sam. I feel for you, dude. Is J-Lo going to have to pit again?
I'll say it now. Okay.
Yeah.
The penalties that I keep seeing coming up, we are going to have a surprise person jump this grid. I'm telling you.
Okay.
Because there's a few names in the lower part that I haven't seen come up. But the top lot, I can constantly see them coming up.
Oh, Webbers is now on the back of Dragoon. Will we see DR? Next lap, isn't it?
Gandy
DRS.
pull over.
Yeah, keep an eye on Gandy. I'm going to concentrate on the battles are. Foreman. Badders has had a moment. Badders has dropped a couple of positions. What's happened to Badders? He has dropped about 4 or 5 positions. He's had a mistake. He's fighting back though against Dragoon. Oh, geez. Dragoon's not going to be happy with that. He's lost an end plate. He is not going to be happy. Foreman is trying to chase Swayze back down again. Of course, we saw Swayze make the move on the restart, turn 2. Great overtake. Webbers is on the back of Dragoon. Dragoon has got, I'm sure he's got end plate damage. Or has he? No, he hasn't. I thought he did. My mistake. But he's got a 5-second penalty speeding in the pit lane. No, he did have damage. Yes, he's coming in for a new wing. There was contact there between Badders and Dragoon, buddy. So I'm not sure whether he's clipped that or whether we're going to see something in stewards. I'm not sure, but that's really damaged his race. Sam says he pitted for slicks and then span again on the pit exit. Oh dear. Yeah, cheers, Pumpy. Thanks, dude. Nah, no problem, Sam. I say I don't normally have swearing in the chat, but you've had a bad one tonight, man. You've got to let the odd one slip. Alright, here we go. Stiggy Ryan in P3. Swayze all over the back of him P4. Foreman having a really, really good race in P5. Badders dropped back down to 6. Willsy's got past Kenzie Retro. Has he? Look at this gaggle of cars coming down for the Mistral. Oh, Gandy. No, Gandy shouldn't be racing these. He's got to be giving positions up, man. This is not good. He's got to get out of the way. He is not racing these guys. He has to yield. You might want to message him, mate, or something. He cannot be doing this. He has got to yield. He's got to get out of the way. He is a lapped car, and he is racing these guys, and he's causing problems. Jay Lowfield with their fast lap of race of 1:31. Let's jump on this battle for third place between Stiggy Ryan, Swayze, and Foreman. Swayze might be making a move here. Going at the inside towards turn 1. Side by side, oh, slight contact, but pretty good drive. Oh, no, it was. And then there's another contact, and Sticky Ryan's been sent flying off into the Bondu. And he drops back down to 7th. So, Sticky Ryan, 10-second penalty for corner cutting. Man, he's... oh, dear. And he's in the wall. I'm going to stay with him to see what he does. Minus a wing. Just let me stay with him a minute. You still there, Adam? I think I've lost Adam. Oh, you're still there.
No, I am here. I'm on phone, hold on.
Okay. I'm just watching the Sticky Ryan here at the moment. Okay, so Jayla, we've got VSC conditions. That's obviously with Stiggy Ryan there. The instant just before the start of Mistral. Finally, DRS has been enabled. You know, I thought I hadn't seen it. Why is it taking so long for DRS to be enabled? That's ridiculous. Okay, Badders on Foreman. Foreman now in P4. Badders, though, is all over the back of him. Badders, though, picks up a 3-second penalty. Foreman defending hard. What's Badders going to do is he's going to try and switch one up the inside here. Probably, oh, he is. He needs to be careful. Don't get too close. Foreman's defending hard.
That was a pointless phone call.
And Badders got a little bit... Badders and Foreman really battling. Yeah, cheers, Pumpy. I think I've got that. Yeah. Gandy with a 3-second penalty. Sticky Ryan now. I'm dubious. I didn't catch it, but if he's done what I think he's done, I'm not happy. Kenzie Retro now in P9.
By
Safety
where
car.
his car is. Yeah.
We got safety car conditions. You know what, mate? I'm going to get in the safety car. Alrighty, I'm back in business in the safety car. Okay, Jay Lowfield comes into the pits. Yeah, he's going to put another set.
Speeding in the pit lane, but he
Oh,
was
that's
not
the second
speeding.
time. I don't know this game, but he is going to have to. He's got a 5-second penalty to already serve, I think, hadn't he? Or did he serve it already?
I think he served it.
Okay. Where's he going to come out? Swayze takes over the lead. J-Lo's coming down. Devler's in the pit. A lot of people are pitting. They're putting soft compound tyres on. This is going to be a drag race to the end now, isn't it? We've got 6 laps to go. A lot of people are coming in. Kenzie Retro's in. Drift Mad, by the way, is now in P11.
Drift Mad is now P6.
P6? Because he stayed out, isn't he? He chose the hards when the previous safety car happened. He decided to choose the hard compound tyre. I say it was only just before the safety car, Adam, that it finally came up DRS enabled, which is ridiculous. I've had to wait so long. Because I've been thinking,
I was on the phone. Having a conversation about blue flags.
Yeah, I've been thinking, I was thinking privately, the thoughts in my own head. I'm thinking, I'm sure I haven't seen DRS enable flash up on the screen. But, it is what it is. So, safety car conditions then. Swayze stayed out. Now, that could cost him. Bilges and Ariston stayed out as well. Trying to go for track position, but
we got Grandad Eddie in the stream.
Yeah, they're going to be very. Sorry, 2 seconds, mate. They're going to be very, very vulnerable on those pretty old medium compound tyres. We've got guys around them on brand new slicks. I don't know. Okay.
But yeah, this safety car shouldn't be out, to be honest.
I don't know.
From where the car was positioned in the track is, yeah, very questionable.
Okay, we got we got 6 laps plus this one. They're just starting to go. 5. Yeah, 6 laps. We're going to see probably one more lap under the safety car, I'd imagine. Wheels and Badders collision. I wish this game would sort out these stupid collisions under the safety car, because the cars don't touch and they get thrown a penalty. It's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? It is ridiculous. It just spoils the game. It really does.
We should have a 4-lap shootout here.
Yeah, it's going to be fascinating to see how it goes. By the way, I just want to... Yeah, that's good. Well, Willsy's just said in the chat he didn't touch him. Yeah, I mean, hey, this is game for you. I just want to give a shout out, actually, to all of you guys watching the stream tonight. We are currently the 3rd most watched F1 stream in the world on Twitch, man. That's amazing. Thank you. Thank you all so much. Number 3 in the world, dude. Oh, man. That's wonderful news.
Putting TIR on the map.
Yeah. Absolutely, fella. Okay, I'm going to jump out the safety car back to the mainstream. Alright, we're getting set for a restart, ladies and gents. We're not that far away. I reckon it's going to be the end of this lap. And we're going to get going. And it's going to be a drag fest right up to the end. Yeah, there we go. Safety car's coming in, the end of this lap. Cars vulnerable, Swayze, Bilges, Ariston, drift, man. They're all vulnerable because they're on older, harder tyres. Hey, cheers, Rollsy boy, man. It is a good race. It's entertaining. The Division C speedsters always put on a good show for us, regardless of the track or the weather. It's good to see. But here we go. The safety car's about to pin into the pit lane. Swayze takes over as the de facto safety car. In fact, he's gone. He's bolted already. He's went for it early. J-Lo's gone with him. Bilges there's been caught out a little bit, and he's going to be very vulnerable to attack from behind. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are racing again here at La Castellet, the Paul Ricard circuit. Swayze then race leader J-Lo right behind him. J-Lo, of course, on fresh soft compound tyres. He made the pit stop under the safety car. And it's going to pay dividends.
He's got to get this done as soon as possible.
Yeah, Devlin's got past Ariston already, so Devlin's looking really, really good for a big points finish here as well. No, there won't be any DRS, of course, for a couple laps as we've just come out of the safety car. Yeah, don't push too hard.
Straight on that overtake button and you'll have him.
Yeah, here we go. Let's jump on board. POV. No DRS, of course, for 2 laps into the safety car. Swayze goes defensive. J-Lo's going to have to go the long way around. Needs to be careful. Oh, Swayze brakes. J-Lo brakes so
Great
late
overtake.
and gets the job
Great
done. He
overtake.
braked so late. Swayze committed on the brakes and J-Lo went, wow, around the outside. That was a quality move. Dragoon's gone backwards, by the way. Yeah, what's happened to Dragoon? He has gone backwards. Foreman's got through. Driftwood's got through. And there goes Batters, like a bat out of hell. But Dragoon gets to overtake on his teammate, or does he? Oh, it's a corner cut. Oh, it's contact. Dragoon there with a bit of a corner cut to get the move. Whoa, Wilsey. Oh, Wilsey, that's naughty. Shouldn't have been doing that, fella. Bit scrappy here.
To find all that desperation's really.
Yeah, Wilsey gave Drift a real clout there. I wasn't, didn't look great. Yellow's in sector 3.
Yes, JPB.
J-Lo sets the fastest lap of the race. Ariston is all over the back of Bilges. Ariston having his best race in TIR. Currently sat in P5, but he's got Foreman all over the back of him. Foreman, of course, with slick tyres, goes around the outside. Oh, can he hold it? He just about holds it, but Ariston is side by side. And here comes Batters with a double overtake. And he gets the move done. Batters is feisty. But, of course, he might be in the steward's bad books for earlier on. We'll have to wait and see. There was a clip there. He's all over the back of Bilges now. Oh, come on, man. That's track extending there, dude. No DRS. His Batter's going to send it up the inside under the braking. Okay, Bilges gave him plenty of room there. Foreman gets a 3-second penalty. It's all happening here. J-Lo is the race leader though. Swayze though.
Looking at Foreman.
Let's have a look. Just to say, not there. That is not an overtake. It's not Dragoon's is going to come through there, I think.
Raging bull. Look at that.
Dragoon gets the job done, moves himself up to P7.
Who's angered the bus driver?
Yeah, don't anger the bus driver. Oh, man. And Ariston's got Wilsey and Webbers right behind him. Finally, there we go.
Oh, Dragoon's just rear-ended. Has he got end plate damage there? Yes, he has. Right end plate gone.
Oh, that's going to really, really harm him here. Bilges is Bilges having a look at Foreman. Ariston feigning a move at Dragoon, then backs out again. It's all happening here. Oh, look at that! Wilsey's gone around the outside. It's like Ariston let him through almost. It was really weird, that was. It's like Ariston just backed off. Look at Wilsey all over the back of Dragoon. Man, they're really going for it.
Oh, Wilsey's in the back of Dragoon. Has he got damage? No.
They've all got DRS on each other, so the vulnerable guy is going to be Bilges now. Dragoon there going for a little excursion off track. Here comes Wills with the DRS. Dragoon's got DRS, but of course he'll be losing aerodynamic grip. Oh, what's going to happen here? We'll stay with this one. Dragoon goes late on the brake. Oh, it's contact. That's... Oh! Dragoon's got end plate. He shouldn't have been doing that, really. That's... I've got to be honest, that serves Dragoon right. That's my feeling there, dude, because he had wing damage. He really shouldn't have been going for overtakes there. Bill just goes around the inside of Wills on the flat-out corner. That was a ballsy move. Wills is trying to fight it back, but Bill just got the move done. And that's some old medium compound tyres as well. But Wills is now having a look at the inside. Ariston is just sat behind them. Dragoon, 10-second penalty for exceeding track limits. It's all gone wrong for Dragoon. Oh, Willsy goes wide. Oh, that was close. Willsy's got it completely wrong and he's spun it.
Willsy's ground.
Yeah, he spun it.
Oh, we got three abreast down
Oh no, three abreast, here we go. Ariston, Webbers and JBP.
Willsy.
Oh! Webbers, what are you doing? Oh my good lord. He's rage quit.
Just rage quit.
Willsy's been disqualified from the session. Get it sorted, guys. This is not what I want to see. Which moves Kenzie into P9. Oh, well, Dragoon will be taking their quali ban for that if it's proven it's a rage quit. Willsy said somebody hit me. I don't think they did. We just spun it, mate, by the looks of it. Ariston did not hit you.
The thing is, we do
have Kenzie, you need to get that one back.
In the actual stream watching this as well. So everything you are doing, he's seeing right
now. Kenzie did give that position back, which is fair enough. Honestly, Willsy, no one touched you, dude. So J-Lo then won the final lap. We need to get back up with the leaders because J-Lo's about to take victory, I think. Oh no, sorry, he's just started the final lap. Sorry, my mistake. Wow, got a bit ahead of myself there. But J-Lo has done everything right, really. Swayze PT.
Pitted at the right times.
Yeah.
Went on a complete different strategy.
Yeah, Devler P3, bad as P4. He did the double stop, didn't he? The two stints on the softs, didn't he? Yeah, the two stints on the softs has worked really well. Badders has picked up a penalty. Thanks for the follow, Jose Dario. Welcome. Webbers with a 3-second penalty. Let's watch this battle between 7th, 8th and 9th. It's still happening here. Ariston is, he's dropped down at 8th, but he's still having a great race. He's on the back of Bilges. JBP has fought his way back up for the pack as well, supremely well, it has to be said. Because he was way out of the points at the restart. And Kenzie's under a lot of pressure now from Webbers. Look at this battle here. Oh, hang on. Here we go. Ariston having a real good look at Bilges. I need to jump on board the leaders pretty soon because J-Lo's about to take the final corner. I'm going to jump on board of J-Lo. I have to do it. J-Lo's going to take victory.
Does he stay there?
In France, here we go. Swayze's going to cross the line P2. Does Swayze stay in P2? Great drive, regardless. Swayze takes the win. Devler takes it. Devler takes the win on penalty countback. Badders, I know Badders has got penalties. He's got 8 seconds of penalties. What about Foreman? Foreman jumps him. JBP jumps him. What about Bilges? He crosses the line. He jumps to P7. Kenzie Retro P8. Points for Kenzie Retro. Good job, man. And the Hasses round up the point scores. Webbers and Ariston. And I'm going to give a shout out to Driftmad as well. He kept it going. 11 on his debut.
And Gandhi, P12.
But what a finish at the end. What a finish at the end. Oh my goodness me. Devler takes the victory. Swayze P2. J-Lo gets a deserved P3. Foreman P4. Johnny B P5. Bilges P6. Badders drops to P7. Kenzie Retro, ladies and gentlemen, P8. P8 for Kenzie Retro. And the two Hasses, Ariston and Webbers. Woof. What an end to the race. And Kenzie gets the driver of the day.
100%.
Yeah. Very, very good call there from Codemaster. See, they can get something like every now and again. But there we go, just watching the virtual podium. Then I will give you a rundown of the final positions, and then I'll have a chat. I'm half tempted to get Kenzie in, you know.
Let's do their podium interviews and
Right.
we'll do it. We'll get him in.
Okay, let's give you Kenzie, man. That was superb. Devler then takes victory on penalty countback. Swayze P2, but another good podium for Swayze. JLo P3. Oh man, he could have been so much more, but I think he'll be happy with the podium. Foreman P4, his best race in a long time. Great to see. JBP P5, Bilgis P6. Good points for McLaren today. Badders drops to 7th on penalty countback. Yeah, he had quite a lot of penalties. Kenzie Retro drive the day. P8. Ariston P9. Webber's P9, Ariston P10. That was your point scorers. Drift Mad just outside the points. P11 in his debut. Good drive. Gandhi P12. Did Float Force finish? Yes, he did. Dragoon, DNF. Sticky Ryan DNF. Rampant Badger DNF. Shuey DNF. 77 Junk DNF. Wilsey disqualified. What a race, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go back to the studio.
Can I just say, though, there was some very questionable incidents there.
Yeah, Stuart's going to be busy with that. Kenzie, we're just going to quickly have a chat with the top three, then you are welcome to come in. Devler!
Hello.
Congratulations, dude. Did you expect that?
Definitely not. I haven't played it since last week, so definitely not.
That safety car worked so well for you on the Inters. You know, when you stayed out the extra lap and the safety car came out, and all of a sudden you just jumped everybody.
Lucky my teammate pitted early and he was updating me on his lap times, so I sort of knew it weren't quite ready. And I got a bit lucky with people pitting there, which propelled me up the field a little bit. Quite happy with that, to be honest.
Yeah, talk us through it, dude, because that was a pretty
qualifying
race.
was rubbish as usual. Made up a few positions off the start, which didn't expect, to be honest, because I'm running no assists this year. So got a decent start, keeping up with the front runners, and then like I said, just stayed out as long as possible really, and then put the mediums on. Didn't want to see that last safety car, but it's kind of worked out all right. Unlucky for the other guys with the penalties really, but you know, so.
Keep it clean and get the results, dude. That's what it's all about, though, isn't it?
Well, that's it.
Yeah. Is that your first win in TIR?
I think I had a second place. I only done a couple of races last year. It's my first full season, so yeah.
Well, congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Welcome to the winners rostrum. Devler, ladies and gentlemen, our race winner. Congratulations, dude. All right. Second place, Swayze. Man, you drove a great race tonight. Very much Mr. Consistent in Division C. You're doing all the right things to mount this very serious championship challenge. Tell us all about your race, dude.
It was a good race. Hard race, changeable conditions. There was good racing throughout. Unfortunately, during one of my overtakes, I believe it happened on stream, I think it was through turn 1, turn 2, there was slight contact with Foreman and it just knocked me off the track, which gave me the 3-second penalty that cost me the win tonight. So, unlucky there, but congratulations Devler for staying clean, man, deserved. Good race to everybody else, and yeah man, it was just a fun race overall. I enjoy Tuesday nights every week, look forward to it.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Congratulations, 18 points. Let's say Mr. Consistent, because you're getting a lot of podiums. Since you came back from the horrors of Zandvoort, you've really been on it, man. And it's good to see.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you, man. Much appreciated.
You're welcome, dude. Third place, JLo. Man, that was an action-packed race for you. You had a moment with Badders earlier on. We felt that Badders should
I was fuming.
we felt Badders really should have backed off there and... But you fought back superbly.
I just fucked my race up. But I managed to pick it back up, didn't I?
You got your head down, man, and you got it back. Just a shame a couple of penalties just cost you what could have been a deserved win there tonight.
I served one penalty because I had 2 drive-through penalties. I served one of them. And then when I changed to softs, I got another. When I went to go into the last safety car, I changed for soft, and I got another one. I was like, for fuck's sake! When the safety car ended, I thought I got a 7-second lead. I thought that might have done it, but no, I didn't know about me other penalties.
I mean,
I'm happy with. It's my third podium my first
Yeah.
win itself.
Penalties aside, though, J-Lo, you had the strategy nailed. Doing the 2 runs on the softs, that was a masterstroke. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, as in I bossed it.
Yeah.
I was quick on them softs.
Yeah.
I was happy about that.
Yeah,
I think I wouldn't have got a podium. I wouldn't have got a podium if I wasn't 7 seconds in front.
Yeah, I was unlucky, mate. That was genuinely unlucky. I thought you had the win there tonight, but
I'm buzzing. I'll take third.
Yeah. Where are we next week, gentlemen? I'm not even looked at the track.
Austria.
Calendar. Oh man, Austria, that's a fast track. What are your thoughts, guys? Very briefly on Austria. A track you enjoy or a track you just want to get rid of?
I'll just do what my brother helps me out. He'll give me setups. He'll give me runs through the track. I'll just do whatever he tells me to do. That's all I do.
Yeah, man, yeah.
I can't
See,
do
if I was
everything
to
he does.
listen to my brothers, so yeah, game over for me.
All right. Well, I wish you three the very best of luck next week. Anyway, and well done for tonight as well. That was a real good effort. Adam, can you? I want to get Kenzie Retro in for a chat.
Shall we do it?
Let's bring Kenzie in. First points in TIR, man. He deserves a massive pat on the back. Hopefully he'll come in.
Can I just say something? Who was that? TIR Kills, is it Mills? Whatever.
Wills.
Who's that? I thought he was doing in qualifying. He was smashing it.
He was pretty quick in the race.
Where did he end up?
DSQ.
He ended up doing it. Yeah.
DSQ. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Oh shit! That happened right in front of me.
Yeah.
I was worried about him. I thought he was a new guy.
No, it was the artist forming this PWR DeLorean. Changed game attack.
He just came out too early on hards when it weren't ready for the dries.
All right, gents. Well, thanks anyway, man. Guys, you really put on a great show tonight. That was a thoroughly entertaining race. And talking of entertaining, look who's just joined the party. Mr. Points himself, Kenzie Retro. Well done, buddy.
My hands are still shaking from those last couple of laps.
Oh man, how'd you feel, Kenzie? Man, that was a great. You were on fire tonight. You were feisty, man. It was great to see. That was brilliant.
Well, I think just analysing the race as a whole, the start I did not expect to be as high as that at the start, and then it was just a case of just trying to keep as many people behind me as possible, and then when the track was drying out, I thought right, and I was keeping an eye on my tyre wear. I was at like 85% on my left front, and I thought no, keep going, and then safety car comes out, and I thought bingo, perfect opportunity to take the pit stop onto the mediums, and then the second safety car comes out towards the end of the race, and I'm thinking, you know what? Go big or go home. Put on the softs, and here we are.
Oh man, that was a good effort, fella. We're out there. The entire chat's buzzing for you, dude. Drive of the day by Codemasters and drive of the day by us. That was a great effort, dude.
Yeah, I mean, considering I hadn't done any races over the last couple of weeks, Monaco mainly because of the fact it's one of my least favorite tracks. Baku as well. Just street circuits aren't exactly my strong point, and then I missed Canada last week because I was dealing with a lot of stuff behind the scenes, and looks like that break paid off.
Absolutely, man. Honestly, we are buzzing for you.
I'm legit struggling to hold back tears here right now.
Oh, bless you, dude. Bless you, man. Kenzie Retro, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the driver of the day. Yeah.
I mean, just the closing remark from me. Those points and the driver of the day, that to me is a win.
Amen, brother. Amen. Honestly, we're buzzing for you. Ladies and gentlemen, what a great way to finish the stream tonight. That was an absolute belter. Congratulations to the podium. Congratulations to Kenzie, to all the guys who finished tonight. Commiserations for those who didn't. Do you know what we're going to do? We're going to do a raid tonight. We're going to go and raid a random F1 streamer. This guy's called Hymax. I have no idea what he's about, but let's go and raid his channel. I'm going to call it a night. Thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be back on Friday. Until then, you take care, and let's go and check out this guy, Hymax. If I can find him. Hang on, we are still here. I'm just going to try and...
Yeah.
There we go. Let's go and raid this guy. Okay. Yeah. Wednesday, don't forget tomorrow night we're back here, aren't we? Tomorrow night we're back at France.
We
right?
are.
Yeah, we are back at France. And Thursday, of course, Gaz will be streaming both tomorrow night and Thursday. I'm going to jump off now. Check out this guy. Let me know if he's any good. And I'll see you guys later.